There's 0. So somebody's gonna have to point to it.
Just find it with your face.
Mhm.
All right, I'm not sure exactly where locationally we left off. I know you guys were formulating a plan, and you were leaning towards a couple different temples you were looking at trying to find.
Well, there's a local one and a far one. So
And the local one, Zed is pretty sure that he'd be able to find fairly quickly. There was several near the marsh gate, but one when he did his little investigation um, gave him the creeps.
gotta be it.
So
So why do we visit?
I'm not 100% sure on the time of day and stuff like that. I didn't get a chance to go over the video from last time. So let's just call it. I think it was around. I think it was just after dark. Was it the same day that you guys were doing the Green Dagger stuff? Correct, or was it a different? I think maybe went on to a different day.
Did we not have a rest?
Yeah, I'm sure we did.
Okay. Well, then
We
we
had at least
go.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think so too.
might be better to go in the daytime or early evening.
You guys make the
Wait,
call. Whatever day you want to go and whatever top. Oh, excuse me.
do we know of any worship days of this temple?
No, it's not even really a temple. A lot of these temples down near the Marsh Gate are just basically like either tents or almost like a storefront. Some are just basically just a dude on a box proselytizing. Some of them are little more than just a cart parked against a building where street preachers and prophets are rambling on trying to advertise about some deity or another. This is the low end district of the Street of the Gods. As you go down the street towards the river, is where the actual legitimate temples are. The big church is built up. They have actually large buildings and stuff like that that have been there for more than a few weeks.
All right. Shall we go visit?
I think we wanted to do the one in town first. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what
So
I
is
was
it
thinking.
just the three of us, or our absent
Uh,
players bring in the characters with us?
yeah. What would you guys prefer me to do in this situation?
If we have a fight, bring them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If we're all just going to do social interaction, they're just kind of like chilling in the background.
Okay, so you want them to be there, but
Yeah.
just kind of just in case of
If
trouble. Okay,
yeah, and we can just
and you're okay with me doing that with your character?
yeah.
Okay,
That way we're gaining XP. Well,
yeah,
even if we miss it.
yeah. I would never ever leave somebody behind in XP or anything just because they couldn't make it or anything like that. So we'll always do it like that.
Okay.
All right, that sounds like a good idea. Good plan.
Off we go.
All right, so the Street of the Gods, Marshgate. We got a map of Marshgate. I don't know if you want to see it. Just what the actual gate of the city entrance looks like. It doesn't really have anything to do with this encounter or anything like that. I could just show it to you.
If you have the picture, may as well show it.
Yeah, that's all it is. So that's the gate on the map closest to where you're going to. You're probably about a block to the west of this actual area here. So if you see on the map, there's a little blue dot down near the marsh gate, and this Depending on what time of day. What time of day are you going? Like midday, late in the day, early in the day?
2:48 p.m.
2:48 p.m. 2:48 p.m. is a busy time on the Street of the Gods. It's a cool day. There's a mist in the air. It's probably like mid 50s, so it's not exactly comfortable, but it's not exactly inhospitable either. There's a mist in the air. The This area of town is fairly busy at this time of day. There's people walking back and forth trying to sell anything from stolen goods to drugs to religious relics that they're claiming. As you're walking down towards where you think you remember this temple was, and we use the word temple loosely, it was basically, you remember a roped off area, and it went into like a building that was maybe at one point might have been a storefront or something like that. Didn't like one of the very few one-story structures in Lankhmar. I actually, it might have been a two-story structure. Now that you think about it, there might have been another story at the back. So as you're walking down, there's a gentleman proselytizing about a new god. If you want to stop and listen, I've got something queued up. If you want to just breeze on past, you can. It's
If you got it queued, we might as well listen.
he's got the look of a madman. He's got the look of someone who is seeing things beyond what a normal.
Does him speaking appear to draw attention of other people?
People
Or
are actively trying to avoid him.
Gotcha.
And he's not trying to rake anybody in. He's just more or less, he's just citing what he's encountered. It's kind of what he's read, or some source has led him to say this.
When age fell upon the world, and wonder went out of the minds of men, when grey cities reared to smoky skies tall towers grim and ugly, in whose shadow none might dream of the sun or of spring's flowering meads, when learning stripped earth of her mantle of beauty, and poets sang no more, save of twisted phantoms seen with bleared and inward-looking eyes, when these things had come to pass, and childish hopes had gone away forever, there was a man who travelled out of life on a quest into the spaces whither the world's dreams had fled. Of the name and abode of this man but little is written, for they were of the waking world only, yet it is said that both were obscure. It is enough to know that he dwelt in a city of high walls, where sterile twilight reigned, and that he toiled all day among shadow and turmoil, coming home at evening to a room whose one window opened not on the fields and groves, but on a dim court, where other windows stared in dull despair. From that casement one might see only walls and windows, except sometimes when one leaned far out and peered aloft at the small stars that passed. And because mere walls and windows must soon drive to madness a man who dreams and reads much, the dweller in that room used night after night to lean out and peer aloft, to glimpse some fragment of things beyond the waking world and the greyness of tall cities. After years, he began to call the slow-sailing stars by name, and to follow them in fancy, when they glided regretfully out of sight, till at length his vision opened to many secret vistas, whose existence no common eye suspects. And one night a mighty gulf was bridged, and the dream-haunted skies swelled down to the lonely watcher's window, to merge with the close air of his room, and make him a part of their fabulous wonder. There came to that room wild streams of violet midnight, glittering with dust of gold, vortices of dust and fire, swirling out of the ultimate spaces, and heavy with perfumes from beyond the worlds. Opiate oceans poured there, litten by suns that the eye may never behold, and having in their whirlpools strange dolphins and sea nymphs of unrememberable deeps. Noiseless infinity eddied around the dreamer, and wafted him away without even touching the body that leaned stiffly from the lonely window. And for days not counted in men's calendars, the tides of far spheres bear him gently to join the dreams for which he longed, the dreams that men have lost. And in the course of many cycles, they tenderly left him sleeping on a green sunrise shore, a green shore fragrant with lotus blossoms and starred by red camelots.
So you just stop and you take that in. And Zed seems to recall this same gentleman, not a week earlier, saying this very similar thing. He didn't really pay much mind to it. He just kind of passed by, as everybody else has just kind of passed by. And you don't know if this guy's suffering from some sort of madness, or he's seen some sort of epiphany that he wants to explain to the rest of the world. But he's probably been doing this hourly, every day, for at least the last week. And when he finishes, he just kind of looks around. He's got this like lost sort of like 1,000-yard stare.
I'll ask him. Hey, Prophet, where's this window?
The window is it's everywhere. You just have to lean out.
Sounds like
You just have to lean out of
now.
it.
show me how.
You first have to be in the room.
What room is that?
It's all around you. Every
Okay,
room.
we're in the room.
Every
We're in the room.
Every room.
There we are.
Look up in the night sky.
I'll just stand next to him and go like, and I'll look up. Looks a little light out to me.
Have you heard the whispers of Azathoth?
No, what do they say?
They say, come to the
All right,
dreamlands with us.
Let's do it. How do we do it?
I've been trying. Every day I say his words, and every night I lean out the window, but it has not happened for me yet. Perhaps one day it will for you, brother. We should gather here daily and recite these words that I hear in my dreams.
There's no window here, and there's no night here, and there's no sea nymphs.
But now
I think we're in the wrong space.
But now you want to look, don't you?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Your first step is looking, brother.
Is what he's saying ring true of anything similar in religion that I've heard before? Or and I could do a knowledge religion check, I guess. But I'm just saying, like, is this way out there compared to common religions, or is this common?
Yeah, it's a little out there. But if you were going to have a god origin story, it might be something like this. Sort of, maybe, I don't know. There's been several dream kind of cults that have been popping up as of late. And
the deities of Lankhmar obviously are not the same as Pathfinder.
no, the deities of Lankhmar are a lot more esoteric. You have everything from like just animal cults and cults of like Eastern gods and stuff like that to just a guy out on the street just acting as a prophet for what he thinks is a god. There's gods of emotions, and there's no real hard and fast hierarchy to it either. It's all based on popularity. So, say for instance, the the Temple of Kost, the northern god. Say a bunch of northerners come to the city and they swell in popularity for several months. They might decide to move their temple down the street, getting closer to the river, stuff like that. There's the biggest temples in the city are the Temple of Arth, which you visited, the Temple of Lankhmar, which is just like it's like a low, flat, wide square dedicated to the gods of Lankhmar, who are actually like not the gods, like not the pantheon, but just actually the gods of this city that are said to be the protectors of it. There's the Temple of the Rat God, because it gets a big following in the city of Ilthamar, which is across the way. There's the Temple of the Spider, Mog, fairly popular.
What's the name of the one we're going to?
You're not sure.
Oh,
You have a rough idea where it was. And
I'll say,
yes.
hey, prophet, we're on our way to see a god. Does this look like any of your dreams? I'll hold up the pendant to him.
I've seen those swirls in my dreams.
Ah. Have you seen?
I've seen those in the night sky.
Have you seen a tall man? What was he? A thin man with a big nose or something? Was that his? Describe the guy.
I don't recall. I see many people every day. I'm out here every day.
Can I tell the difference if he is performing for attention or if he is genuine in his like what he's trying to say?
Yeah, you can make in your estimation without a roll. You think that he's out here because he needs to be out here in his mind.
Yeah, I give him the smallest coin I have, and I'm good.
Oh, thank you, brother.
Yeah, wish him luck, and we got something to do. So take care.
So not far from where he was, probably a couple 100 feet away, you can see like a small crowd gathering in front of a building on the south side of the Street of the Gods, nearing the Marsh Gate. And that's kind of around where you saw, where you felt like one of these dream cults might have been when you were doing your investigation. It's between two larger buildings. It's kind of inset a little bit. I'll send you a map. And I'll throw you guys on the map. I'm going to back you guys up a bit because there's a large, for a temple of this size, there's a large crowd out front. Maybe like 30, 40 people. And it looks like they're in some sort of line queuing up. And it probably runs to about where Bakai is, like back and forth. It's almost like a line at a bank almost. It's orderly.
Organized line?
It's fairly orderly. But the people in it look kind of agitated, like they're waiting impatiently.
Let's go up to the guy in the back. Brother, when are they going to open?
They're giving out the trying to think of the word. They're giving out the sacrament as we speak.
Awesome.
This is the end of the line so far. There's it would be a little while. You have to listen to the spiel, but
oh man, this sacrament this is the one they're talking about, right?
What one?
The sacrament that they're giving. This is the one I heard my friend. He told me I had to come and listen and take of this.
No, you. This is where you get. If you have you not been here before?
I was told no. I've got a friend. He's inside right now, I think.
You're not here for the trance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's. We're waiting in line for the. You have to listen to the spiel when you go inside, and they give you a dose of the trance.
Awesome.
This guy
Have you
looks like
done?
all shaky and scratchy, and he's got the general features of an addict, as do most of the people in this line.
What's the trance like, brother?
The dreams. It takes you to the dream
Oh,
world.
do you see sea nymphs and stars?
I saw I saw a horror the other night. I was in Nightmare.
Ooh.
Saw a nightmare. I was in Nightmare Alley, and I saw a spider. They call it Moglothar, the spider god. I was feasting on one of the dreamers.
Maybe that's a good omen.
It didn't look too good from where I was. I'll not go back there. I'll spend my time over in the night market.
How often do they allow you to get the trance?
Once a week. This is the day.
Oh, awesome. Is it brother? I forget his name. He's a tall, thin guy, big nose. He's the one that gives this, right?
It's
To describe the guy that we've been trying to find.
I don't remember him. And then the lineups like slowly shuffling, slowly moving, and there's a couple people filing in behind you, kind of getting in line. Judging at your pace that you're going, it's probably going to take you about half an hour to 40 minutes to get up to
Well,
the
then
front.
we can
And
form a
then
plan.
and then they're all exiting. They're going in here, and they're exiting out this way.
I look at my compatriots. We're going in, I assume.
The people exiting look stoned out of their mind.
Yeah, they look pretty messed up. It looks like they're not like instantly messed up, but it looks like their withdrawal symptoms have eased. They look a little more comfortable, and they look eager to get wherever they're going before whatever this drug does kicks in.
Do we recognize any of them coming out?
Um, you did ask around quite a bit in the night market for Iron Tusk, so maybe you'll see a couple of people that you stop and talk to. You don't know them by name or anything like that.
Okay. Will we recognize them from Iron Tusk's area?
Yeah, you recognize them from the area where you were searching for Iron Tusk.
Oh, okay. But not one of his people.
No, no. As far as you know, Iron Tusk doesn't have any people.
He was the guy on the boat with the halfling, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You don't recognize none of the green daggers are in line or anything like that. This is you're not really sure what's going to go on when you get inside, but it looks like people are like, basically here for free drugs, and for some reason, this place is giving it out.
I'm willing to go in.
It doesn't have any like signage or anything on there.
That's my question. Is there any symbology for the deity that they're?
There is on each side of the door on the far left and the far right. There's like a half-opened eye. It's like just like an eye, but then the lid's closed down to about halfway.
Any of the group not want to go in? I see Nasdaq joined us, so we're pursuing the temple lead from last time.
I don't think Asami would be interested in using drugs, but she was.
I'm not. I don't plan on using it.
Yeah.
But I do plan on going inside.
Yeah, to investigate. Yes.
Okay. So when you get inside, I'll move you all up. You get inside. There's another line, and by the time you do get inside, there's 3 priests, and they're giving just a little short sermon, probably about 30 seconds, about the great dreamer Shathakwa. How by taking the trance, the sacrament, you are entering into Shathakwa's realm. And should you ever get close to Shathakwa, to try to wake the sleeper, because all that you can hear are his whispers in your dreams. And then they move like 5 or 10 people through, and they give them. It's almost like an alchemist has like a straw, where they've got like this little ambolic set up where they dip the straw and then they put their finger on the top end and they hold it up for a person to open their mouth, and then they let the fluid go. I don't know if you've ever like seen trance up close. I know that you've had offers to purchase it and stuff like that, but it's like a pale blue liquid that almost glows, and it's got this definite smell to it. I don't know if you're familiar with ether, like the smell that ether has. It's very similar to that.
Is there any way to surreptitiously cast detect magic?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that as we're getting in there.
Okay. See, one of the priests has a faint radiation of divination magic.
And none of them look like our suspect.
No.
And we see no little Cthulhu squiggly things.
Oh, yes, you do.
Like the amulet.
Yeah, you do. Not a Cthulhu squiggly thing, but let's see here. It looks like this. It's a painting on the wall right above their altar. Let me get it for you. I thought I had it out. This is what their depiction of their god looks like.
Okay.
Are those children in front of it?
I'm not sure where the artist got that from. That was the best picture that I could find of Shathakwa. It's kind of like a large toad-like creature, not unlike the slod that you encountered. It's a lot more rotund, almost like fat-bellied, almost like a Buddha. And he's got this... he's got kind of bat ears, and he's got large bulbous frog eyes that are half closed, almost like he's high or sleeping, half asleep, just in the process of waking.
The elixir doesn't look magic, right? It's
No,
just
the
a
elixir is definitely not magic.
And there's only 3 priests in here.
Yeah, there's 3 priests in there.
Do either of the 3 look like or have features common with who we're looking for?
They do not.
The name was Targo, right?
Shathakwa. Oh, Veltargo is the guy you're looking for.
Okay.
And the deity. There's various spellings where there's Q's instead of G's, and the first A is an O. And it's just whenever a new god pops up, it's things aren't quite documented, and most of the time these fade into obscurity within weeks, if not months. This one seems to have taken hold. You got all these people coming in, and they're pretending at least to have some sort of connection to this god of dreams. At least probably for the drugs, but some people may have an actual connection to what these priests are proselytizing.
Well, let us know when we get up to them.
Yep, you get up to them, and they're used to people just kind of taking the drug and heading out.
I'm going to say to the guy as he lifts it up to me, we're here to speak with Phil Targo. He has something that we need to take back.
I see.
And I'll flash the amulet.
Ah, I see. You've been to the Great Temple. Would you like to step into the back room, brother?
Yes. I'm not traveling alone. I look at the group with me.
Oh, you're welcome. As true initiates of Shathakwa, you're welcome. Come to the back. There's an altar in the back. We can utter a private prayer.
We'll all head back there.
Sure. I think.
Do you want us to move the figures?
Yeah,
or
we can move them. Yeah.
Follow when I'm looking around. Was that what come to the back room inviting or?
Yeah, didn't seem aggressive. To be no.
Okay.
You flashed the something of importance to him, and you mentioned a priest that he knows. So.
Anybody else coming into the back room?
Yeah, feel free to pile in. It's a 15-foot space, but I mean, everybody can kind of there's plenty of room.
Dead. Especially at Badger.
Move me in there, please.
Sure thing. There we go. We'll move Teddy in.
Naka stays out and drinks a lot.
The way they're given the drugs, they're like physically pouring it in their mouths. There's no.
Yeah, it's and
it's like in a container, nothing like that.
It's they're using this I don't know what they call the actual tool in alchemy, but it's the thing where you dip the bottom part. It's like a straw. You dip the bottom part in the fluid, then you put your finger on the top part, and you lift it up out of the fluid, and then you hold it over whatever you want to hold it over, and then you release it. And so it's kind of like a straw. But this is made of glass, and it's kind of fluted at the end. If anybody has alchemy skills, or actually knows what that actual tool is called, feel free to chime in. But they have like a round bowled, like a beaker with the sacrament on it on top of the altar. So when people come by, they dip it in, and just so it doesn't have to touch everyone's mouth either. People just kind of baby bird it.
Wouldn't want to be unhealthy with these drugs.
That's right. You wouldn't want to get a pandemic rolling.
No sharing needles, of course.
No, yeah, exactly.
We'll shamble in the back.
Now, Veltargo is he's at the temple, brother.
In the swamp. All right.
Yes, in the The Great Temple, the Sleeper.
Yeah. How long ago did he leave? We were supposed to meet him.
4 days, I believe. 4 days
Does
now.
he have the book?
I believe so. He left rather quickly.
Well, I guess his mission was successful then. You don't anticipate him coming back anytime soon, do you?
No. Veltarga will be staying at the temple.
Okay. All right. Well, we're headed back then because we were supposed to meet with him. Anything we should you want us to deliver?
No, just his success is our success. As you can see, the growth of the word of Chautauqua is spreading. Soon we'll have a temple to rival the spider god himself.
You're doing great work, brother.
Be well, brother. Are you? Do you have the? You've obviously been to the temple. You have the way has been set for you.
Yes, of course. I can't talk about that in the city here, but I appreciate you asking.
Well, be with you sacrament before you go, or
I really,
it's probably best not while traveling.
yeah. No, I appreciate it. We'll be back.
You should actually wait until morrow. Night in the swamp can be pretty
Oh,
pretty
of course.
dangerous. You've set out in the morning. I'd be more than happy to prepare you some special sacrament.
I would appreciate that.
Okay, so he gathers together some things under this altar that he's got here. He's got like it's kind of like a false panel. He kind of pushes in and sets it aside, and then he opens up another alembic and he says, we need what, six. So he pours out like 6 vials of it and stoppers.
I've got the detect magic still active.
Okay, so now when you detect magic on this lot, it does detect magic.
Okay.
So this is also faint divination.
All right. Thank you, brother.
I'm not familiar with you. Are you from Ilthmar?
No. I've traveled far on the. We work under clandestine missions, so you'll understand if we don't go too deep into our background.
The dreamer whispers to all of us, my brother.
Yeah. Indeed.
So you put on, let's see here, 6 doses of trance. I'll put it on the party sheet if anybody.
Party tonight. But the other trance didn't glow, right?
No, it did not.
Okay. Hey, you know what? Maybe you should give it to the guy in the box. Anyway, we'll work about it later. Anybody else want to talk to this guy?
I'm good.
All right, we'll take it. Any Flexi he makes, I'll sort of do a similar thing and get the hell out of here before they know anything.
All right. So you guys can all head out. I don't think there's a back.
Did
there
we
is a
catch his
back.
name? What was it?
Morin, Morin.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll even let you guys out the back. There's got a little eating area for where the priests and stuff like that have their lunch. It's just out here, and then out the back, get you to the back side of the Street of the Gods, and then back into the down where the night market is.
Then, unless there's something else we need to do, I guess we head out in the morning.
All right. Heading out in the morning.
Take some rations with us in case something goes awry.
Okay. You don't have to be too specific. Maybe 2 weeks between all of you, which is be
Okay.
what, a couple days each.
Yeah.
Okay.
How long a trip is it? Like a day's march?
You're not too sure, but based on the letter that you've read, it says like 12 miles out in the swamp
All right.
to the north.
So maybe 2 days if
So
there's no roads.
there is a road.
Okay.
Nock knows specifically this kind of information. Let me just clear this here. There's a road that travels east to west, mostly east to west through the swamp. It's called the Causey Road. So it's almost like a causeway between the grain fields of Lankhmar to the south and the Great Salt Marsh to the north. It's elevated, probably almost like walking on top of a wall. Slopes down on either side, and it goes all the way to the Sinking Lands. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Sinking Lands. Sinking Lands are a strip of land that separates the island of Lankhmar and the continent to the east. Every week or so, the Sinking Lands sink down into the sea for a couple days, and then they rise up for 3 or 4 days, and then they sink down. And it's a dangerous route across because there's no set time for how long they're going to be sunk for. There's like a minimum time. So it could be as little as a day, but that's not enough to get across them. Usually it's 2 or 3 days where they stays elevated up to where you can travel across them. So the Salt Marsh goes all the way from Lankhmar all the way over to the Sinking Lands, and all points to the north of this causeway. The Great Salt Marsh to the north is pretty dangerous. The Tau or Naka describes 4 different animals that are fairly common. There's a great salt spider. These are like gigantic pig-sized spiders that have flat pads on all 8 of their feet that allow them to kind of skim across the top of the water. Their poison is extremely debilitating. There's the water cobra. They can hide their appearance. They grow to be like 10 or 15 feet long, some cases, the older ones. And they can camouflage themselves to look like vegetation under the water. Every once in a while, Fatty Macomb will get a water cobra into the basement of Last Chance, and they'll have cobra kissing contests. It's pretty deadly, but pretty popular sport. There's also marsh leopards. They have like this moss green kind of coat, and they hunt the swamps. Probably analogous to a regular leopard. It's just their coat is different. And then there's a thing called the behemoth. Behemoth, it almost looks like a whale with 4 stubby, like killer whale size creature with about 4 stubby legs that hunts in the swamp. Some of them are orca in coloration. Other ones are kind of like a mottled gray color. They're almost like bullets in D&D, but they're actually more whale-like instead of shark-like. And then there's common kind of flora and fauna from swamps and stuff like that too. A lot of swamp, a lot of deer and various swamp plants that she's out here gathering from time to time. So she got a pretty good idea that if you guys stay on the Kazi Road, she roughly has an idea of where 12 miles is. And she figures that'll take probably about, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours of walking.
Did we agree with the people we bought the answer plaque for? That alchemist or potion maker said something about gathering plant material.
Yeah, he didn't come up with any list or anything like that. He didn't have anything
Okay,
for you
we didn't
specific.
get that, so we don't have a specific thing we're looking for.
No.
All right, onward.
All right. So the next day is a little warmer. It's probably about 65 degrees. Not quite as misty. You head out the marsh gate. Start heading along the Kazi Road to the east. After about a mile outside of town, probably about 20 minutes out, you're looking at the city of Lankhmar in the distance. When you see it from this angle, from this view, it just looks like a giant, almost like a campfire with all the smoke going up into the air from all the various buildings and stuff like that. It's no wonder that everything is so soot darkened and everything's so cold. At nighttime, it's hard to see the stars and stuff like that inside the city because of all the smoke. You don't really get a good picture of all the smoke and pollution and stuff like that until you get outside of it and see it from a different angle. And Nock is, of course, taking the lead. She's extremely wary for creatures that may come out of the swamp. She says as long as you stay on the road, it's fairly safe. Up to maybe 2 or 3 days out, which is getting near the sinking lands.
We're not going that far. Right?
No.
No.
So at about the 3.5 hour mark, you guys are just kind of thinking about, wow, we've been walking for a long way. This is real. Nock says, "Look over there, in the distance. Do you see that?" She points out over the swamp to the north, and at first you don't really see it. There's like little trails and stuff like that lead through the wetlands, but probably about 200 yards out, as she kind of directs your eye to it, there's a little boat. It looks like it's tied up to like a tree or a stump or something like that. A rowboat, probably, I don't know, hold 6 or 8 people maybe. She's also checking the grass and stuff like that, and she says there's been a wagon through here recently from out of the swamp.
Is that common? Do people come in and out through this path to trade, or is this like
No.
a very seldom used path?
There's no settlements up north there.
Sounds like we have our arrow to the temple.
Yeah, definitely looks like it.
Path's solid. I mean, I know we're traveling kind of through swampy lands, but are we having to trudge through sludge?
No, not at all. On the road, it's an actual elevated road above, like a paved elevated road above the swamp that you guys have been walking on east and west. To go north, you'll have to go off, and then it'll be trudging through like a wet marshland. It looks like there's a trail that leads to where this boat is that you can stay on dry land. Because she did say that it looks like a cart over sometime during the last few days came out of the swamp, drawn by 2 horses. And it looks like it stays on this this little winding trail that leads up to where this boat is.
Okay, so go to the boat.
All right.
Is someone with the boat, or is it just kind of left here?
It looks like it's just kind of left.
Does it have oars or row or some kind of?
You haven't gotten close enough yet.
Oh, gotcha.
There we go. All right. The boat is right about there.
And you said we don't see anybody nearby?
Don't see anybody nearby.
Is the boat big enough to carry a horse and cart?
It is not. It looks like there has been like wood placed on where the more mushier grounds have been, like up near where the boat is. It looks like there's now that you get closer, you can kind of see like a little wooden pier that goes off into the water. It was hard to see from where you were before, though, with all the little trees and stuff like that.
All right, sounds like we're headed to the boat.
There's definitely signs of human activity in this area. Everybody give me a perception check. If you'd be so kind.
Yes. Sitting on my office sofa. So there we go. What was that flashed on the screen?
And let's see here. Naka. Skills perception. Okay, so Zed, over in this direction, you see what looks like to be a rather large skeleton of probably what Naka described as a behemoth. It's definitely the bones are all blanched. You can just see like the rib cage sticking out about 10 feet back from the skull. The skull itself is about 6 or 7 feet long.
They're moving?
No, definitely not moving.
Well, let's head towards the boat.
Okay. Let me unlock your tokens. There we go. I keep forgetting that the default is always to lock tokens. All right. From right there, Luna, you could give me a perception check.
Blind as a bat.
13. Okay. And just give me 1 second.
I'm gonna throw up detect magic.
Yeah, that's a lie.
Okay. So you are surprised.
Surprise, surprise.
So as this creature swoops down from, looks like from behind one of these trees here. Like it might have been waiting in the tree, kind of like swoops out of it and then flies across the way towards you. I'll give you an actual picture of it. In the dim afternoon's daylight, like it's full daylight. So you get a pretty good look at it. It looks like this. It's black. It's about the size of a human.
What's up, buddy?
Its face is completely featureless, and its skin almost has like an oily sort of gloss to it, almost like a bluish oily sheen. And as you're out, you're on the wood. You're kind of thinking about whether is it going to hold you? What am I standing on? And then you just catch a flash of wings, and it's on you. And it's got a hold of you now with 2 hands. We should actually do the actual grab instead of just saying it has a hold of you. Let's use the stats. Don't just narrate. Let's see if it gets a hold. Let's see if it grabs you. Okay, so you are grabbed.
Yay.
And it is grappled as well, so. Because it is doing the grappling. And then, if you guys could give me an initiative roll, that would be lovely.
I got a shot.
Let me get initiatives for Naka and Teddy.
Aha. I'm gonna live. I'm gonna live.
All right. Asami. You see this kind of streak of inky blackness. At first you think maybe it's a bird or it's too big for a bird. No. Oh my, that's a humanoid. And then you look and it's got no face. And it's got like, it's almost like some kind of demon or devil or something like that.
What knowledge would I roll to sort of figure out what that is?
Let's have a look here, shall we? Planes. Do you have knowledge planes?
I think it looks like a turd with wings.
It looks like some sort of demon or something like that. Some kind of otherworldly creature.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is. Does it look like? I mean, obviously, you said it reached out to grab Luna.
Yeah, it's
Actually made contact.
yeah, it's made contact. It's got a hold of Luna, from what you can tell.
I'm a wizard.
Help! Help!
I'll just smack that turd hard, guys. Let's get rid of Luna. That's a attempt at comedy, and she's flutter tongued because she doesn't know what the hell that thing is. So anyway, she's gonna give y'all inspiration.
Yeah, this isn't the sort of swamp fauna you were expecting.
trying to remember how to do it. So I say I do it.
You do the target.
Here it is.
Yeah.
Oh, I got target. Everyone within range, which
Yeah.
is 30 feet.
No, it's actually within hearing.
Hearing. What?
I'm pretty sure.
I think Luna's about 50, 55 feet away, somewhere in that.
I think if we actually read the ability, I think it's anybody within earshot that's on your team. Bardic performance. Unless it's different for Inspire Courage. To be effective, the ally must be able to perceive the bard's performance. So anybody within seeing and hearing range. And it has to be your ally.
We've done this before. Why am I brain farting? Oh, there we go. I have to hit the little magnifying glass. Got it. Okay, you are inspired.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Any movement or anything like that? Or you have to...
It's a standard action to start it. I guess I'll move up a little bit and sort of draw my rapier, I guess. Because I don't really have a ranged weapon. I don't want to use a sling, so...
Yeah. And the boat looks... now that you're closer to the boat, it looks functional. There's a couple of oars in there. And it looks like it would hold 6 or so people.
I hit the arrow to turn complete.
Oh, here we go. Let me just put that there. There we go.
It says
There
Luna
we-
has heavy damage, but that can't be accurate.
Yeah, she got hurt pretty good.
Luna took 7
Oh, this is
damage.
just what happened now. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
I'm a wizard.
Yes, you are.
Oh, tell me about this freak.
Okay, this is a creature from the plane of existence that you're not really familiar with, but it's called a night gaunt. It's somewhere from a place called the Dreamlands. So a night gaunt, not of this world. Even though it has no eyes and ears, it could see you and hear you just fine.
Hey, buddy, how you doing? Okay, I will use my wizard teleportation, swift action, no attack of opportunity to teleport 5 feet.
Okay.
And then I run like a little girl. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35, 40, 45, 50. Anyway, go get it.
Okay, so Knock now has a clean shot. Let's see here. What's the distance? "85 feet. That's within range." Narrow miss. And then she tells Teddy to move up and attack. Arthur.
I've encountered a problem.
Yes.
2 of my staples I don't believe will work. This thing flies, so grease won't work, and it doesn't appear to have a face, so it's going to be hard to blind with my... I believe it's called Shadow Ray? What was it called again?
Blinding ray.
With my Blinding Ray. So that's unfortunate. I am also a little too far away to actually use any of my spells on it. So I'm going to I like where I am now. It gives me a nice a cushion, multiple people in front of me. I'm gonna go ahead and hold my turn.
Alrighty. Zed.
All right, I will. Let's see. I have to be how far away? I think 30 feet. So let's see what's 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Ooh, that's pretty close. I give moral encouragement.
Yes, that area there, that's like brackish water. It's fairly shallow.
Okay, I will pass my turn. Makai wraps her bow from behind her. And even though it's not her biggest specialty, she's going to take a pod shot. Okay. And that'll be it for us.
All right. All right, so this bat-winged faceless humanoid that Luna has identified as a night gaunt. $10, $15, $20, $25, $30, $35, $40. Let's pick a square where Bakai is in.
Let's roll a d4.
Okay.
3, so she's right here.
Okay. So this will be a charge then. Let me put that on him. So it'll give him a better to hit, but a worse armor class.
Oh, he ain't gonna miss. Oh no.
23 is a hit.
Barely.
5 points and free grab attempt. And doesn't manage to grab on to Bakai. Teddy, let's see here. 5, 10. Let's put Teddy in a square here. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. What's Teddy's movement? He's probably 30. Yeah. And then we'll double move Teddy. Have her come around this way. Asami.
So that thing made contact with Bakai?
It did make contact with
Okay.
Bakai.
I'm going to do a different ability we haven't done yet, and I'm going to target that creature, point at it, and say, you look like a flying turd and smell worse. And that's a spell called Biting Words, and I'm curious if that hurt his feelings.
Let's find
I'm
out.
going to try to link it. I guess it's a ranged touch attack. So
Okay.
here it goes.
Words are a ranged touch attack.
The effect of the spell becomes range, whether or not it does damage. Yes, I guess his feelings have a ranged touch. You touch my feelings. I don't know.
You touched him
But
somewhere
is
deep
that a hit?
inside.
Yeah. So I have to pick the right line to do because we're going to do this one. Is that a hit?
Yes, that's a hit.
So does that much damage?
Nice. Emotional damage. He'll never quite be the same again.
Absolutely. And by the way, that spell lasts for a minute per level, but every time I use it, it eats a minute. So I could, at this level, use it 2 times if I
Okay.
do it consecutively.
Gotcha. It looks like it's having some sort of effect.
And I just took 10 feet in the backwards direction there.
Okay. His head swiveled in your direction, even though it doesn't have eyes or a face. Luna.
Okay.
Oh, swift action kept the thing going for about.
Yeah, for sure.
Come here, you night gaunt. What the hell? Come on, Luna.
Just Might wait a minute for Ray to put the effect back on you.
Oh,
it,
yeah.
it expired. I got
Yeah, it
time.
expires.
Gotcha.
We'll have to figure it out. Maybe we'll set up something so it doesn't drop off every round, kind of thing.
That's okay. Well, once I get lingering performance, we'll just adjust it with that.
Yeah, that sounds
But
good.
let me just click it again.
Does that affects your damage too? I think.
It does add a point of damage.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's add a point of damage to the Night Gaunt.
Yeah.
Luna hits.
Take that, you bad boy. Boom.
And it spear drives into the Night Gaunt.
I'm a wizard.
And Naka. Pretty sure Nock has a precise shot. Let me just double check. Yep. Alright, so Nock moves up to say here to get a good angle. Fires a composite longbow. Misses. Let's see, what effect's giving her -2? Well, it doesn't really matter. Arthur.
I wonder if this will be a nice way to get a little bit of information. I want to see if this thing can feel fear. I'm going to go ahead and cast Cause Fear on this creature. If it has 6 hit die or more, nothing's going to happen to it, but hey, let's find out. Never mind.
Well, you don't know if it has 6 hit dice or more.
Never mind, you rolled a nat 20, it seems. Well, I've done all I could do. I'm going to take a few cautious steps back. Around here. And end my turn there.
Alright.
My job is complete.
Zed.
All right. I go here. I cast Infernal Healing. I'm guessing that's one I'll have to do manually. Right? It doesn't have automatic effects.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll do an Infernal Healing on her. That takes 1 wound away.
Okay, I'll put her to 4.
I just did.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna put a subdual for now to keep track.
Okay.
Just to keep track.
Sure.
Okay, so I just put a 1 there.
Gotcha.
And that's it for Zed. And Buckeye, 5 foot because she sees the raccoon on the other side and thinks,
wants to
"Dang,
get the flank.
you know." So do I need to add a modifier of 2 or does it do it for me?
If you put flanking on yourself with the effects.
I don't know how to do it. I'll
Okay,
just add 2.
so on the tool, on the top right hand side, you'll
Top
see
right hand.
it kind of looks like a little weeble. It says effects. You know where the combat tracker is?
Yes,
Right?
I see it. Okay.
Okay, and then,
And then I
flanking
look for-
should be. Look at that! They don't have flanking. Unbelievable.
It's one of the custom ones I see.
Oh, there it is. I see it. Flank. So I'll just
Okay.
drag that over. Oak.
Okay, I
All
didn't
right.
know if you guys could see the custom ones or not. It should be
And
a regular
then-
one.
It's a hit.
The flank gets you the hit.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a good attack.
that's a good attack.
All right, that's it. We're done.
Now more than its fifis are hurt.
Yeah. For infernal healing, do you need to? What's the material component for that?
Unholy water.
Oh, it is okay. I thought it might.
Demon's blood or unholy water. I'll go with the unholy water.
Okay. Well, in this case, this isn't actually a demon or anything. But as far as this campaign goes, this would count.
Oh, well, let's
As
fill a vial.
Yeah.
Put a vial of air quotes demon blood on my inventory. All right. Oh, and I have a vial, so I'll just write it next to vial. Okay. Unless somebody wants to interrogate it, why don't we finish it off?
Oh, it's quite dead.
Oh, it
It's
says dying on the combat.
yeah, unless you know of some way to bring around a demon.
I think there's a joke in there somewhere, but I'm gonna let it go. And any detect magic on it? I'm assuming nothing.
Actually, you're a summoner, so give me a knowledge arcane. Knowledge arcane. Same with Luna and Asami and.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the you know for a fact that when a summoned creature is killed, it disappears, goes back to its home plane. This creature here hasn't returned.
We killed a native of the swamp.
Definitely not a native of the swamp. So probably the same idea as the Slod.
So where did it come from? Does it have a nest nearby that might have loot?
Nope. You see that tree there where it initially flew from? It looks like it was just using it as a perch.
Okay.
There doesn't appear to be any loot. Doesn't look like it needs any natural things like food, or it hasn't made like a little nest. It's not doesn't seem to be worried about temperatures or the environment or anything like that.
All right. Well, does that boat look like it does in the picture? Like not really seaworthy?
No, it's seaworthy.
So shall we pile in and go to the other side? I assume we see another side. Midday and all.
Yeah, it looks like there's it's almost like a river that flows to the north.
All right. So let's pile in.
All right, everybody piles into the boat.
Can this boat hold all of us?
Yeah, it can hold six and Teddy, not a problem.
Squeeze in, folks. Squeeze in.
Everybody into the boat, and let's see here.
Grab your life jackets.
No drinking on board. Let's see here.
I don't know what ships you've been on, but every one I get on, the first thing I do is grab a drink.
Yep, exactly. So you take the boat. You're rowing, heading north roughly, just looking for anything that stands out. And got a couple of hours now, and you get to the point where you're starting to doubt where you're going, because you don't really have any directions beyond if somebody was using this boat, this would have been the way that they would have went. There have been a couple smaller kind of little channels, little creek kind of things that you could have turned off to, but they didn't seem like the main way, and you're just kind of sort of trusting the river at this point. And it's not really even much of a river. It's only like 30, 40 feet wide at most, and maybe gets about 10 or 15 feet deep. When you get to about, I don't know, like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you can sort of see in the distance, you can see that this river sort of meanders around, kind of like a hummock. So it's like a hill coming out of the swamp, covered in shrubberies and trees and stuff like that. And it looks like this river kind of just meanders around to the front of it and then continues on past and around this hummock. You get to get close enough where you can disembark and walk to this little hillock on land, and you can see it looks like two large stone obelisks in front of almost like the hill face, and you can kind of see it looks like a lintel on top of like a stone lintel into an opening that goes into the hillock, and the two obelisks have kind of like grooves in it, the same as that pendant that you have, the amulet. They have kind of like wavy tentacular grooves in their design. And you're probably about, I don't know, say 50, 60 yards away from where you would disembark from the boat. So you can't exactly see, but you can, from the distance you are, you can make out that it's got these shapes.
We're seeing shapes?
Yeah, you see two obelisks in front of what I just described.
Okay, gotcha. I thought there was
Does
something
that resemble something of a temple that we might be looking for?
The design on the obelisk resembles the pendant that you guys were given by Brother Altamaic. You know, the tentacular face thing.
We fire up our detect magics, glance around.
All right. Disembark from the boat.
Nah, drag it on land, keep rowing. Yeah, we'll jump out.
Does it look like there's anyone at the shore of the river?
It doesn't look like there's anybody around. No enemies, no guards, nothing like that.
They only have one boat? Seems like if somebody goes, nobody's coming back.
One-way trip?
Yeah?
Well, I'm gonna die.
Maybe the boat keeper got eaten by the faceless thing.
Well, he was tough.
So let's see. So
that
Naka
reminds
gets
me,
out of the boat and makes a survival check. I honestly thought her survival would be better. Maybe she uses something else to.
Luna, how far are you down?
How far am I down?
Like you're 7. You're about halfway.
All right, I'll cast an infernal healing on you, so you're healed.
Yay.
Got it.
All right, so we're both healed.
Okay, so Nock, she says that there's been some footprints around here, some humanoid activity in this area leading up to the river. Maybe 4 or 5 sets of boot prints. It looks like at one point the boat was dragged ashore here.
Well, let's follow it.
Okay, so
That goes past the obelisks.
Gonna drag the boat ashore?
Sure.
Okay. I'll throw you guys on the map. Let's see here. So the map is thus, and I'll throw you guys down like here. I'll give you a description as you get a little closer. A pair of bluish-gray obelisks flank a dark hole in the hillside ahead. No trees grow on the hill's jagged top, and no animals call this place home. The air is still and quiet, but smells deeply of sweet alcohol. The open entrance to the cairn contains a single marble staircase going down.
Ooh.
And if you examine those obelisks, or more than, you don't even really need to examine them. You can see the pattern. The writhing tentacle pattern is apparent.
And no magic, right?
No magic. Magic coming from the inside.
Down the stairs.
Yeah. It's faint enchantment.
Let's
Let me
head
unlock
that
you.
way.
This area is swampy, or is it more dry?
This area is dry. It's fairly swampy back by where you left the boat, probably about 100 or so feet away. This is a dry area of the swamp. It's almost like a hill that comes out of the swamp, like a low hill.
Those stairs, you said, go down.
Go down, yes.
Okay. Anybody else coming?
Yep, I'll follow.
Yep, knocking Teddy on.
Anybody want to be up front, or is Pakai up front? I say, looking at Luna.
Oh, a wizard.
Lizard with a big stick.
You're a melee wizard.
Okay,
He's a lizard.
give you a description of that. 2-foot tall basin sits in the center of the west wall. What looks like a thick bluish ooze drains from the stone carving of a tentacled, wide-eyed face mounted in the ceiling, filling the basin completely. The ooze overflow seeps through a spout into a channel in the floor that runs down the hallway to a well at the opposite end of the corridor. Further adding to the mystery of this room are the walls, which are carved with writhing tendrils to form some alien language. And this whole area has the scent of trance, but it's almost overpowering. When the indoctrinated of Chautauqua was pouring you out your own doses of trance, you caught kind of a waft of it. This is almost like walking into a wall of it.
We found the lab.
You found, and it looked like a thicker, oozier version of. It's got the same coloration, but it's almost like a thick, almost like a dark, deep mucus of it.
Does it detect magic like the stuff from the?
Yeah, it's like a faint enchantment.
Okay. So this is a whole crap load of it, right? This where she's standing.
Yeah, that's like a little channel that runs into the well on the other side there. That you can easily step over.
I'm just seeing if I have anything to grab a bunch of it. Start my own drug trade. I don't. I filled my vial with demon blood, so I. All right, and we don't hear or see anything other than, I'm guessing, the meth lab.
The meth lab. All right. So as you get close and you spend more than a few seconds in there and you're looking around, I'm gonna get you to make a will save. Oh, actually, hang on one moment. I've got it right here.
Ruh-roh.
And does Bukai, she's not immune to sleep or anything, is she?
No, it's what is her? I think it's enchantment. She has some skill against.
Okay, so she's able to fight off the effects. It's like the overwhelming fumes of this. Kind of, Zed just kind of he starts to feel a little faint. Then his legs go, and then
If I pass out, she disappears.
Oh, what if you go to sleep?
Uh-huh. I think I have to be conscious. If I'm unconscious, she disappears.
Ah, So you can just feel her hands on you for a second trying to hold you up, and then
Poof. She's gone.
she's gone.
All right.
I did not know that.
So none
Yeah.
of us have seen that before, right? We've all just
Yeah.
seen
There's a-
Bukai with us the whole time.
Yeah, just
Yep.
to see some. You've seen Luna kind of like shift, where she'll go like a little haze for a second, and then she won't be there, and then she'll be somewhere else, a few feet away. But this is something different. This is Bukai is gone, and Zed is sleeping on the or fallen to the ground unconscious.
You know, quick.
Well, I think we all know he fell asleep, but the characters know,
No,
or
characters don't know.
that would be a spellcraft check, or no? Don't we don't have enough information to do that?
Yeah, I'm not sure if you do. Nobody's really played around with the drug either. If you give it a minute, you don't. I don't know if you know if there is much of a difference between sleeping and unconscious at this point.
I poke him. I poke him with my spear. Wake up, badass.
Oh, shit.
It doesn't wake up.
He's dead, Jim.
Roll a new one.
Drugs are bad, okay?
Luna is immune to sleep, is she not?
I'm an elf. I was actually just going to look that up.
Yeah,
What?
Oh, I'm a half elf. I don't know. Let's see.
I think half elves get a bonus to it.
Okay. I get a +2 when the Eidolon is next to me against fear, and +2 versus enchantments.
Okay, so not fear, but it was an enchantment. So 12, it wouldn't have been enough to pass.
Okay.
I'm immune to magic sleep.
This is magic sleep.
Oh.
But from what you know, arcanely, that poke should have woken Zed up.
Especially with the blood dribbling out of my vein.
Okay, time out.
Turn out you're dead.
All right, so moving that.
Do we hear anything or no?
No, just the trickling of this ooze running down the wall. It's almost like a faint, and then you can kind of hear from up ahead, like a faint kind of sloshing. So soft burbling sounds echo off the wall of this large chamber. Recessed into a small niche, in each corner is a statue of a squatting frog-like humanoid with closed eyes. 2 small corridors to the east and west lead to additional alcoves, each containing a similarly posed statue. A long rectangular pool of churning ooze dominates the center of the room. So there is a pool in the center of the room, and it doesn't look like it has any external source, but it is moving as though something had disturbed the liquid. Like it's kind of like waving back and forth. Like,
Wake him up.
So it's a wave pool of
it's definitely a wave pool of drugs. You can't wake him up.
I drag him to the party out here.
Okay, so when you do that, give me a strength check and.
Okay.
Let's see here. Okay. Strength is kind of Luna's jam.
Yeah. I'm a wizard.
So let's get the reach on this thing here. Okay. So you don't see anything. You drag him up the stairs? I'm assuming.
Yeah, back to the potty.
Okay.
I don't know what's wrong with them.
And detect magic will reveal this is just enchantment, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, faint enchantment.
We haven't seen anyone under severe effects of trance, right?
No. Actually, you have. You've seen Lord Danao. The very first night.
We didn't. We I did. I don't. I didn't know he was under the effects of trance. I know he'd been drugged.
Yeah,
But
that's
I
what it
don't know that I
was.
can connect. Okay. I guess could Asami make that leap?
Yeah, definitely. So Zed's kind of eyes are kind of like half open, half closed. You ever seen somebody sleep when their eyes are open? It's so creepy. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
And Arthur remembers being able to communicate with Lord Danao when he was under the effects of the drug with his magic.
Well, I remember something cast spoke to me like it was under the effect of message spell.
Yeah, exactly.
So since that occurred with me, I think I could try it legitimately. So I'll cast message on the sleeping summoner and see if I can speak to him.
Yeah,
Are you okay?
and you can communicate that you're just unable to wake up, and right now, you're asleep in it's like a large field. It's a field of
I thought you were going to say I have a window to the stars.
no, it's a large field. The grass, even though it's not high at all, it seems extremely high. When you go to put your hand down to make yourself sit up, your hand kind of feels like it goes down into the grass, past where your reach would go, and you can't seem to get a feeling for what's below you, but something's holding you up, and you hear Asami's voice in your mind, and it's daytime in your dreams, and it's just a pale blue sky, the same color as the trance inside the cave, and that's all you see.
Okay.
But
So Asami says, "We think you're under the influence of this stuff. Can you will yourself to wake up?"
I'll try to.
you try to, but you can't. You're kind of stuck in this realm wherever you are.
I'll get up and start walking.
So you go to stand up, and your foot sinks down into the grass, and it sinks down, and now the grass is up to your chest.
Try and swim.
So you're kind of just trying to wade.
And do the backstroke.
Now it's nighttime, and now there's creatures flying above you in the darkness. You can feel your heart start to race. You can't see them. You can only hear them. They seem to be circling you. And Zed's expression changes after about a minute or so. He kind of looked like he was like real placid, and then he's got kind of like a panic look now. His breathing's gotten really heavy.
Have I heard him say anything through the message?
That's between you guys. Yeah, you've heard him. You've heard him say back, if he says anything back.
I'll describe the scene. Are you seeing this? It's nighttime in a field and there's creatures above. Where are you?
We're beside you. You're laying down here in front of us. And then to the group, I'll say I've communicated with him. He's in his mind. He's in a field. So the group knows what I know, and I've established communication, even though his body's just chilling.
I'll just try and ride the dream out, I guess.
Are you going in, Luna? Is that a yes? So
Yep.
okay. All
I'm
right.
a wizard.
All right. So let me know where you stop.
Here.
Okay, you stop right there.
Yeah. See anything exciting?
You don't, other than that pool continues to move of his own volition. Like the liquid seems to kind of like flow, and it's constantly. It's not harsh or anything like that, but there's definitely a movement to the liquid in that big pool ahead of you, and the flow trickles from beside you, the basin, down towards that well on the other side of you.
There.
Yeah.
There. Ba-doop. Ba-doop. Looking around.
Okay, you're looking around. Give me a perception, and I'll do a stealth in the open for you.
I can't see shit. I'm a wizard.
Let's see here. Nope, doesn't have feats. Okay, or it doesn't have skills. So let's do this. You spot each other just at the same time.
Bum, bum, bum.
It looks like a pseudopod rises up out of the pool,
Lucky me.
and we're going to initiative.
Yay.
And we're calling. Zed's still got he's got a little bit of time left on his thing.
Snap. Oh, what a puddle. What a puddle.
Are we all rolling initiative or just Luna?
Yeah, everybody should roll initiative. We'll
Oh,
get to
okay.
it sooner or later. Even Zed.
Right. All right. That's appropriate.
It is appropriate. Let's get the night gone off of there. All right, so Naka. So Luna, you see the pseudopod come up out of the water, and it just kind of like it rides there for a minute, almost like a snake. You gonna do anything before? This is before initiative starts. I'm giving you.
Knowledge. What is it? Dungeoneering or?
Yeah, I think so. It's an ooze.
What are you, Mr. Ooze?
I'll give you one thing. It's a gray
One.
ooze. Yeah, I'll give you one question.
Is my spear gonna hurt it?
Let's have a look here. Yeah, it'll hurt it.
I stab what I don't understand.
Seemingly mundane puddle, patch of moist stone or glistening rock is suddenly revealed to be more as a terrible pseudopod lashes out.
Yay.
It's basically it's a gray ooze, but this is a different variation of it. Kind of looks like that coming out of the pool. It's an ooze of this kind of ether.
Lucky us.
Are you going to alert the team, or are you hypnotized by it?
Oh, yeah, I scream. I go, there's a ooze in here.
All right. So Naka moves in. She has to make a check against the fumes. She'll do that at the end of next round. So
I tell everybody to stay out. I'll kill it.
So she fires. That's a hit. And this is +1 because she's got 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Yeah, she's in point blank range.
Boom.
All right. The arrow sticks in the pseudopod, and the creature reacts to it. Luna.
Kill it. A long spear. Ugh. Kill it. Oh, you're in trouble, Ooze.
That's a hit.
Eat it.
All right.
Then I 5-foot step. Then as my swift action, I teleport there.
All right.
Stay away from me, you Ooze.
The ooze. 5. What's its
Oh, did I?
movement?
Oh, I don't think I damaged. Yeah, I did. He has a lot of hit points. Okay.
5, 10. It can only
That's
get.
one.
Yeah, it can only get to here on a double move.
Oh, so sorry.
Teddy. Teddy moves in. 5, 10.
Stay out of here. Well, I'm going to lure it outside so everybody can don't fall asleep.
Okay, so Naka yells out, Teddy, get out of here. Bakai Asami.
Am I aware of the combat going on?
Yeah, there's some shouts. Naka ran down the stairs, fired an arrow.
And well, I heard Luna say,
Stay out.
hold back. So I'm going to hold back. I'm just going to try to stay in communication with Zed. Say, we're all here. We're fighting an ooze, but come join us, please. Willpower yourself through this. Sort of give an encouragement.
All right, I'm fighting the nightmares, but okay.
Arthur.
Now you're just being mean. This thing probably doesn't even have a mind to work with.
It's going to be all oozes from now on, Arthur.
Grease the Ooze.
When I become a dread witch, it will not matter anymore. But for now, I am not a dread witch. In which case, I will. Yeah, I'm gonna stick back. Lure him out. That sounds like a good idea. I'll just sit back here while you do that. I'm gonna complete my turn with that.
All right. Zed, and then over to Zed. You can give me a will save.
Okay. Find Zed in my cap again. What's up? Will.
Yay.
Okay. With Asami's prompting, you start to drag yourself out of the slumber, and you come around.
Okay. All right.
You're now awake, but you're prone.
Gotcha.
I won't put it on you or anything like that. We probably won't get to that. Naka is going to try and get out of here before she falls asleep. So,
Yeah, get out of there.
and she starts dragging Zed. Come on, there's something coming. And she maybe drags Zed 5 feet. Luna.
Eat it. Boom.
That's a hit.
Boom. Boom. Doop, doop, doop. Doop.
All right.
He's like, I'm going back to the water. Fuck you guys.
And he fades from view.
Doop, 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 doop. I'm going to start stabbing the water.
You running back in next round?
Yeah. So I stab. Oh, hi.
So you're moved in the next round, and then you're stabbing. So
Yeah.
you're vulnerable to a counterattack.
I have reach.
Yep, you do.
So if he moves in, I can stab him. Unless he does ooze his 5-foot step. I don't know. Okay. I don't know the mechanic on that. So what I'll do is this. For my next trick, I'm going to cast Unseen Servant, and I'm going to have the Unseen Servant splash in the water there. Just make a big mess to lure the ooze, and then I'll step up and stab him.
Okay. So the stabbing will be next round.
Yeah.
See if he goes for it.
Yeah.
Intelligence of 0, so yeah, he goes for it. Tries to attack the.
Yeah.
He moves to where the unseen servant was, though. And
Okay.
you can just see a couple tendrils come up and sort of envelop the area.
Okay.
But doesn't.
So then I'll.
Then we skip ahead to round 5. Let's go to Luna at round 5.
I step up.
Anybody else doing anything, or are they staying out of?
I just wanted to take a step back. That's all.
Okay.
I mean, I'm going to follow the directions and trust the theory. I don't want to go to sleep.
Okay.
I'm going to start summoning, so that takes 10 rounds.
Okay.
So I'll just sit down and start.
Oh, you're such a dumb ooze.
Well, I'm outside, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Oh.
All right.
Then I teleport here.
All right.
I'm done.
The ooze has 10 feet of movement. 5 and 10. You get an attack of opportunity.
Come here, you dumb ooze. Yes.
Will it be enough? Oh.
Jeez. I've done like 40 damage to this one.
46. Well, actually, you have, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. I think Knock did 7.
Okay. Whatever.
Yeah. It's got 4 hit points left.
Oh, man. So, yeah. Okay. Oh, no. He hit me. Oh, shit. Oh. Ooh. I got lucky.
And grab.
Everything's going to grab in this game.
I know. What's going on with the DM? I think he likes creatures that grab.
Good. I'm glad I'm a teleporting wizard.
Yep. Teleporting wizard's the way to go. It doesn't get a hold of you.
Woohoo!
Teddy, Bukai, Asami, Arthur, Zed, unaware of the melee that's going on. Life and death.
He said he's got it. He's got it.
Luna will ask for help if she needs it.
All right.
He's a wizard.
She is a wizard.
I'm a wizard. Well, first I got a 5-foot. And then I'm a wizard.
Don't roll a 1.
Oh. Never misses. Oops, wrong one.
Oh, it's getting panicky. It's getting panicky.
I'm panicking. Take it, you fools.
Oh no! That's enough though.
Jesus.
And the ooze dissipates into a puddle on the floor.
He's a second level wizard putting in work.
Yeah, taking down a gray ooze almost solo.
Jesus.
Nice work. That deserves a hand. I don't know if you knew what you just saw there. That doesn't happen very much. Well done.
What? What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second level wizard taking down a CR4 gray ooze.
I'm level 3, thank you. I go back out and go, Jesus Christ, that ooze was nasty. It only hit me once. I hit it, what, like 5, 6 times?
Well,
Yeah.
Zed recovered, so we're all good now. He's summoning Bakai back.
Okay, good. Anybody got healing?
I got one left, and then I'm out. You want 10 points?
Let's see, how much am I down? I'm down 7. I'm a half, so yeah, I need it.
All right, that's my last spell for the day.
That's the second time today you've taken 7 points of damage in a single blow.
Yeah,
That was nasty.
that could have been a lot worse. That could have been in total.
6 plus 4. That could have been
Yeah.
16, and I'm unconscious.
Yeah. And some of that was acid damage. You don't have any immunities to.
No.
Okay.
Jesus. Okay, I'm going back in.
I'm out of heals, so good luck.
Okay, I'm casting shield. Fuck this. Do 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 do.
Well, talking to the rest group, is there a way we could mitigate the fumes so that we could join?
Yeah, maybe
We
if
just-
you wet some cloth or something like that, and put it over in your mouth.
We'll
There
do
might
that.
be nothing here, so
Zed's now immune to it for 24 hours.
Yeah.
oh. Okay, so everybody go fall asleep, wait outside. Oh, if that's the case, can I not cast shield?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Hey, that everybody go in, get nuked, and then I cater to them, and then the whole party can go in unaffected.
Yeah. Bakai's also immune too. She
Okay.
passed her save. So when she reappears, Luna, Zed, and Bakai can, if anybody passes out, they can kind of drag him out, make him comfortable.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so we'll jump ahead.
So take a cloth. Are we doing this, or are we assuming we all clear it?
Yeah, let's just assume that we all clear it, but let's say about 10 or 15 minutes have elapsed by the time you guys do all that stuff and get yourselves to the point where you're immune. So did anybody have like a spell that was running from the initial combat?
I just had mage armor 2 hours.
Okay, so you're good.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Well, unseen servant lasts 2 hours.
Oh, okay. So the unseen servant is. I don't know if it's able to, like, actually interact with the. I guess it would be able to. So, it's got the ooze on it, so it's kind of got this glowy blue haze to it.
Cool.
It's kind of neat.
And then I give said unseen servant a dagger
Okay.
and a candle, and I light the candle.
All right. Let me give you a token. Just looking for like a letter U or something here. Letter tokens. Are you able to move that around on the screen there, Luna? That you?
Oh no!
No.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let me. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about throwing the candlelight on it.
Yeah. I'm just trying to make it seem like there's an invisible person holding a dagger.
Yeah,
With goo on.
that's exactly what it looks like.
And I send it out at the party and watch them shit their pants.
Roll for initiative, Bakai.
Just go straight to slam attacks.
Let me give you the description of the room again. The soft burbling sounds do no longer echo. The pool is still now. The ooze was the source of the pool movement. Recessed into a small niche in each corner is a statue of a squatting frog-like humanoid with closed eyes. Two small corridors to the east and west lead to additional alcoves, each containing a similarly posed statue. A long rectangular pool of now calm ooze dominates the center of the room. And feel free to move yourselves in and stuff like that. You're now
Yeah.
immune to the effects of the aether.
Detect magic.
Detect magic on the pool, yes. Faint
And then
enchantment magic.
The statues?
Statues, no.
Oh.
Let's see.
I'm going to search the liquid with my spear to see if there's anything in the liquid.
Sorry, Arthur, I moved you and I meant to move Naka. Okay, so you run your... You don't feel anything.
Okay. Well, this thing's made of acid. Whatever's in there would have been eaten. Fair enough.
The pool itself is only about 2 feet deep.
Okay. Everybody, let's look for secret doors or something.
Yeah, let's give us some perception checks, everybody.
I don't see nothing.
Oh, Asami. Okay, so who's holding the pendant that they got from Brother Altamaic from Valtargo, who robbed him?
I think I've got that.
Okay.
That's the Cthulhu pendant?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I've been flashing around like my badge.
Yeah. Cthulhu Police.
Yes.
Okay, so Asami, in this far wall, within the grooves and the indentations of the writhing tentacle-like motifs, she finds a small headspace niche where that looks like it could fit in.
Buddy.
Far wall. Where is that?
The little amulet pendant.
Where in the room is
that? That is right here, right there.
Make it happen. I'm down there. Haha! Woohoo! I'm already through.
So you put it in there and it kind of rotates a little bit and it unlocks, and then you can the door itself just swings in.
Pointed out to the group, so yeah, we're there.
All right, so on to level 2. Down the hallway. So there's a set of stairs that goes down, and it goes down about 20 or 30 feet. And the heavy scent of ooze taints the air as the short corridor opens up into a large ledge at the top of a vast open pit. This natural chasm drops over 100 feet to an underground pool of the ectoplasm below. Countless skulls line the walls of the pit shaft, each of which drips a flue of ooze into the pool in opaque gray trails. Off to the left, the small corridor slopes down into the darkness. A small shelf in the wall near the entrance to this corridor contains several small objects. Immediately above the shelf, the writhing tendril rune of the tomb is carved into the wall, its face marked with several indentations.
Woohoo! What are the items?
The items are 6 stone pendants.
Oh boy!
So like
exactly yep.
You get one, and you get one.
Stone pendant for you.
Yeah.
Oh, let me unlock you. Sorry.
Everybody grabs a pendant.
Everybody grabs a pendant. Yeah. Help yourself.
Yay.
Pendants for everybody.
So these pendants look like what he was using before, or are they slightly different?
They're all kind of unique, but they're very similar. They look like they were formed the same way, like maybe in the same mold. If you were to melt stone and then put it into some sort of cast, this is kind of what you would come up with if you were able to do that. and the stairs wind down. That's an open ledge down into right in front of where Zed is. That's just a ledge that opens up into the cavern, and then there's just pretty much a sheer drop down, 100 straight feet into a pool of this ectoplasm below.
So I don't know how to dive, do I? So all right. Anything down on those other ledges?
You don't really see anything. Let's see here. It's 5, 10, 15, 20. That one, no. This one here, I just want to make sure I'm not giving you bad information. Nope. No, you don't see anything moving around on those ledges or anything.
Wait, is it inside a cavern or is
Yeah. Yeah, you're definitely inside a cavern.
What is the source of light? How are we seeing?
Right now, it's just Luna's candle. I'm not sure, or Luna's unseen servant.
Yeah.
Well, those elves of us have low light vision, and Bakai has, I think, dark vision. Or maybe it makes the guidelines.
So let's get you another.
Low light vision. So the elves and the Eidolon have low light.
Is more light needed, or are we good if we don't have those things?
It's got kind of like the ooze has its own glowing blue, but once you get into the passageways, you're going to need a source of light.
Okay, cast light on the unseen servant, on the dagger.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you trapped outside of the? Are you guys trapped outside of the hallway?
Oh.
Yeah, let me put you. Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
There's a pool.
Yeah, that's what you should be looking at. I'll move Arthur into the line.
No.
Nope.
Unseen servant.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
And we'll move Teddy up. Okay, cool.
I'll have the rapier out and cast light on it.
Okay. So the tunnel to the left descends, and that's about the only way to go unless you have some sort of way to climb down the wall.
How? Oh, I like there. Okay.
Yeah. Time out. Everybody else. No, time out, Luna. Move yourself back a little bit.
I'm dead.
Yeah, move to about there, and then everybody else can get where they need to be behind her.
All right. Where'd Luna? I don't see you.
Okay, this. Oh, yeah, it's to the left. Can you move Bukai to the left? There we go. Yeah.
Okay.
It's tricky with this line of sight business. The passageway widens into a ledge overlooking the vast ooze pit. Across the chamber is a crude symbol of an open-eyed frog-like humanoid painted on the wall above another passageway. And detect magic. You can detect magic on the painting.
Do it.
The painting detects as faint evocation.
Oh, I beep, 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 beep. And I have the unseen servant go and play with it.
Okay.
We stand back from the fireball or lightning bolt range back.
Yeah.
Does not seem to set it off.
Oh. Okay.
Would it be a trap that somebody could look at?
Yes.
All right, but Kai's going to go attempt to look at it. Disable device?
It's actually, disabled device. It's magical, though. It's a magic trap.
Oh.
Good luck.
So,
Boom. Boom.
Yeah.
go boom.
Yeah. Let's see. Anyone who. Nope. And nothing's happened yet. She hasn't disabled it or anything. She's not sure exactly how it works. This looks like some sort of
You can do it.
magical trap that.
Try again or run away?
Try again.
Does she feel like she's making progress, or
No. She's feeling like she may have just activated it.
oh,
Uh-oh. Beep, 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 beep.
yeah, run away? You want to send the unseen servant ahead just in case there's a trigger ready to go?
Yeah, the unseen servant will just stand in front of the trap.
Okay. It stands in front of the trap. This is where
I'm
it is.
thinking down the hallway, right? 'Cause I can't really tell too much about what's going on here.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
So, is there something past there?
Yeah, there's another passageway that continues.
Why don't you have the unseen servant go down that a little bit?
Okay.
We can only go 35 feet from.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, 35 feet.
Okay, so it's at about its limit right now.
Yeah.
Are there any other passages?
Yeah, there's a passage that leads just past where the unseen servant is. I don't know if you can see it on the map or not.
You kind of see the unseen servant, so the painting was where here?
Yeah. Do you see the unseen servant on the
Ah,
map? Yeah.
and then there's a passage over.
Passage beyond
there.
that, yeah.
I can't drag anything over there, so. I can't get to it.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay, you just walking past?
Can look for traps.
Okay. So when you do that, that sets the trap off.
Looking for a trap.
Going past this part of the room.
Okay.
Yeah, it's there's a special condition that you could bypass it, but you didn't do that. So let's see here.
Okay.
So it's a 10-foot radius, so it only gets Makai. So let's see here.
The rest of the group, you're welcome.
So it's let's see here, Fortitude DC 13. She passed the test, so I think it's half damage.
Okay, she's got evasion, but that's reflex saves. Okay. So,
Disintegrate.
oh, well, only half the damage then.
Finger of death.
Oh no, the save is the save versus being stunned, so it's just a D8 damage.
It's not Finger of Death, you silly. It's Circle of Death.
Okay, so Makai goes to move past, and just as she gets down to the first step, you can hear Shthakwa! Really loud. It's almost like and it ends in a crack. And she fights through the effect of stunning her, but it kind of knocks her into the wall, and she takes 5 points of damage.
So it's not 5 halved; it's 5 full.
It's 5 full, yeah. And the save is to avoid being stunned for a round.
Okay.
But
Hands up.
on the plus side, the magic seems to be gone.
All right, stands up, brushes herself off. Why can't I see my icon? I can't grab my icon.
Okay, there we go.
Let's see. If I go back, I can grab this one. All right, then I can grab this one. Piggyback each other.
All right.
Anything in the room?
Yeah, we got the refuge stairs proceed to this junction chamber. Crates and barrels are stacked haphazardly along the wall. On the far side of the chamber, a pair of corridors lead into the darkness. Between them is a heap of clothes along with an open barrel.
Kind of close.
Humanoid, human definitely.
Like cleric clothes?
No,
Cultist
like
clothes?
almost like city clothes, like traveling through the swamp clothes.
All right, search the area, use the detect magic.
You don't see anything magical, but it just looks like it might be just supplies that were brought in. And the clothes, they're still kind of damp from the swamp. Okay.
Rifle through them quickly, not too long.
Yep. You search around. There's probably about 6 or 8 days worth of edible foodstuffs. Just pretty much mundane supplies. And
All right.
it's all tightly sealed. That you do note, whether against the rot or against something else. But when Luna continues on through,
Yeah, the unseen servant's leading the way.
unseen servants leading the way. So the winding stairs descend into an open chamber. The sounds of skittering vermin can be heard, and the floor is littered with bones and bits of fur and dung in that area that she just walked through.
Uh-oh.
Give me a perception check.
I'm not good at that. I am today.
Okay, so you see a bunch of small holes in the wall to the left.
Mm-hmm.
The passage split both ways. So you would see that before you walk through. So if you want, you can back yourself up to the top of the stairs, or the like where the crates and stuff were.
The holes. How big are these holes in the wall?
I'm guessing
Probably
vermin.
probably a few inches. And
Well,
then
the unseen servant will just bang the dagger in the holes and try and get something to come out.
okay, and a rat swarm comes out. So
Yeah.
let's roll for initiative then. Let's see here.
Jeez. I'm surprised. Where are the sturges? They should be next.
They will. So let's see here. Knock.
Rats don't have minds either, but at least they're on the ground.
Just fucking yell tonight, Arthur. I'm just.
You're just
Honestly, to
screwed.
be fair, until I get Dread Witch, or at the very least second level spells, I'm gonna be pretty fucked regardless. I'm going for the long haul.
All right.
I will eventually get better once I get spells.
Change them to hostile. All right. So let's move Naka up to somewhere useful. I've got a shift mover. Shift move Teddy. Do you want me to move you up too, Arthur, or while I'm doing it?
Yeah, because I can't see.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't know where I am. There we go.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. So this is knowledge nature. So does she have knowledge nature? She does not. All right, so Naka really doesn't know what's going on. She's back in the room and just getting ready to come down the stairs. Let's see here. It's like the roiling mass of rats. Just kind of swarms. Bukai for 3 and Zed for 3, and let's get a couple fortitude saves from you guys. I don't think the unseen servant can be hurt by a swarm.
Nope.
Okay, so
Unseen servants.
Yeah, I don't believe an unseen servant is a creature. I think it's just an object.
yeah. So Bukai is distracted, I think is the term. So I guess technically it's nauseated. So that
But
means she loses, or just down to one action, I believe. Let me double check that. I don't want to. Okay. We won't worry about that for now. Distraction DC 12. Any living creature that takes damage from a creature with the distraction ability is nauseated for 1 round. Okay. Okay. So nauseated is 1 action, I believe. Zed.
Okay, I'm gonna 5 foot, and then I
So
cast.
that's about 70 feet to the ground or to the pool if you were to fall in.
Well, let's try not to fall in.
Try not to fall in.
Okay, I missed. All right, so I'm done.
All right. Was that acid swarm? Acid touch? Yeah.
Yes,
Acid splash.
acid splash. Yeah.
Gotcha. Asami.
I'm sorry, I got distracted.
By the swarm.
Yeah, that's true. I had my ears off for a brief moment, and I didn't hear the last couple things that happened. I'm sorry.
Okay, so Zed stepped back and out of the swarm and just missed with a splash of acid. Bakai looks like she's kind of bothered by these creatures. She's
So my memory escapes me on how to fight a swarm. I can attack it and deal damage overall. Is that right or no?
yeah, certain kinds of swarms you can do I think half damage because it is it's a tiny swarm instead of diminutive. Let me just double check.
Well, I'll wave my glowing rapier at the rat swarm and see if I can skewer any of them to sort of minimize the impact of this swarm. And I'll shout at them as I'm doing it. Maybe it'll get the rats to scurry. Can I do it from where I'm standing? Because the square is kind of half in the square that's adjacent to me, or do I have to step forward to do it?
No, you can reach it from there. Let's put it actually
So
in.
I can target the swarm and hit attack. Is that
Yeah.
okay? Gotcha. Give me a sec.
Let me move it actually into an actual square. There we go. Got caught in the wall.
Oh, I 5-footed away.
You're out. You're out of the
I think
swarm.
the first one I only meant to roll it once. I don't know why I did it twice.
So let's make sure I got the armor class right on it. It's got an armor class of. You get technically you get the flank too. Oh, I don't think swarms can be flanked though. Okay. So you missed.
Missed.
Missed by 1.
Ineffective attack. Probably just waved it in the middle of the swarm, but didn't really hit anything.
Didn't really hit anything.
Yeah. I am going to take a 5-foot step back.
Okay.
I'm having difficult. Oh,
Yeah.
I got my character. Got
Yeah, it's tough because the passages are so small. Bakai.
All right, Bakai attempts to slam things against the ground. Just kicks their ass.
Staying in the swarm.
Oops. First die only. Sorry. So miss.
Okay.
And we're done.
All right.
Yeah, what's up with that first die being the lower of the two when you double roll?
It's called disadvantage.
Yeah.
Arthur.
Yeah. Now this may surprise you, but I plan to contribute for this round. I have a funny little spell called Grease, and I'm going to cast it onto that little 10 by 10 cube of space where those rats are.
Okay.
I forget how to hold on. Cast. Unfortunately, it did succeed its reflex save, but the grease is there, so if it plans to move anywhere, try to get towards us, it's going to have a tough time doing that.
Okay.
I will then maintain my position. I don't... yeah, I'll maintain my position. I'm fine where I am.
All right. Luna.
Luna missed.
Luna missed.
Miracle.
Teddy. Let's see here. Teddy loves rats. So Teddy, despite Naka telling her to stay away from the rats, moves into attack. I'm curious to see what happens. Oh, okay, full damage. Knock. The Nakaf will fire an arrow. I'm not sure that. Actually, she's going to light a torch. She's going to take this round and light a torch. The roiling mass of rats automatically does 1 point of damage to Bakai. Gives me another fortitude save. Because the nauseated effect just wore off. Okay, so it goes back on. So we're
Yay.
status quo. And the rats don't try to move because they're stuck in the grease. Zed.
All right.
That grease, I'm going to give you guys a little perk here. That grease will add 2 points of fire damage if you can manage to do any fire to it.
Can I do just a withdraw action?
Yeah, where to though? Like past up that way? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, you can do that.
All right. That's it from me.
Asami. Actually, you wouldn't even need to do a withdraw because they don't have a reach.
Okay, then I'll move and I'll cast
You
my
can acid splash.
main weapon.
That's a hit. 3 points or 2 points of damage.
There you go. And done.
Bakai. So now Bakai can either step out or attack because she's still
Well,
kind
I
of.
didn't go yet.
Oh, sorry. Pardon
Kind
me.
of, yeah.
So, to withdraw something from bag is a move action, and then so like a tinder wick to light it is a standard action.
Yeah. That's what Naka's doing this round too.
Okay, here's what I'll do. I will withdraw the tinder wick from my bag, light it with the standard action, take a 5-foot step, and drop it in front of me as a free action.
Okay. So let's see here. Try to hit an armor class 5 on a range touch. Okay, and roll a 1d3 damage.
Okay, that's tricky. How do I do that?
Just d6, and if you right click it, you'll see a custom dice on the top at around 11 o'clock. And then you'll see D2, D3, D0
How do I?
on the bottom of your screen. You just roll.
I have 4
just roll.
D6 in my thing. I can't delete it.
Okay.
Oh, escape did it. Okay.
Yeah, just drop the D6 in the chat, and then we'll do it manually because we're doing it manually anyway. Okay, so 2 points of damage as the spark catches. A couple rats burn.
And that's it. I'm clicking the arrow.
All right, Bakai.
Bakai does one action and one action only. That's all she knows. Picks up rats and starts slamming them against the wall. One after the other after the other.
She sweeps a huge mass of rats over the cliff. Enough to disperse the swarm.
Bits afterwards. It had to be rats.
All right.
Well, we're getting pretty beat up here. I don't know how much further we want to go without camping.
I don't know what you mean. I'm perfectly fine.
Then you go up front.
I'd rather not. I have less health than the wizard.
I'm a wizard.
So where Luna is
Yes, wizard. I'm aware. You're a wizard.
this, and
Like
we'll
brute.
we'll put a pin in it at the end of this. So Luna's kind of got herself down the passageway up here, and it's a small chamber contains a stone sarcophagus inlaid with silver and embedded upright against the far wall. The lid is carved out of black stone and is ornamental, with a humanoid outline. The creature depicted on the lid of the sarcophagus is alien in nature. The bulbous head and eyes dominate the upper portion, and the area where the nose and mouth would be is dominated by a writhing mass of tendrils that hang down to the creature's chest. The sarcophagus is sealed with silver runes in a writhing script of alien characters.
Interesting.
Would anybody have taken the language Aklo?
Akalo is the.
It's
Akalo is a national language, isn't it?
No, it's let me see here. Let's see if I can get you a brief. It's like the language of the dreamland, kind of here. Inhuman or otherworldly monsters or evil fae. This ancient tongue is spoken by strange eldritch entities and certain ancient beings.
Wouldn't have known about it, so
Okay.
I'm gonna say no.
So what we'll do is we'll put a pin in it here, and we'll pick it up here in 2 weeks. I think the 2 weeks from now is Easter Monday. Everybody okay to play that day, or is that going to be kind of? I know here in Canada, most of our day off is the Friday.
I have next week off, so next week would be bad, but the other week after that is fine.
Okay, cool.
I'm good.
All right.
We didn't level, did we?
We may have gotten close, so I will do the math and let's have a look.
It would be nice to plan the next level.
It would.
We'd like to rest if we leveled up, I'd imagine.
Yeah, definitely. So let me do that right now then. So let's see here. You handled the horde of drug-addled.
We handled the drug rats, the gray ooze, and the strange. I think you called it a night something?
Night Gaunt.
Knights of Knee?
The night taunt.
Knights that say Nix.
Yeah. And by we, I mean the party, because I did little.
Okay.
I
let's
insulted
see.
him. He took damage.
So that.
Well, we'll get level. Maybe you'll. When do you get your special thing that affects creatures?
That will be quite a while, actually. Specifically, if I want to be more better in combat, just only a few levels where I can get some more spell levels in, the spellcaster levels. But if I want to bust past fear immunity, I think that's by level 8. I think
Okay.
that's a dread. I think that's a 4th level dread witch thing.
Yeah,
Double
my
check.
little path opens up around 7, so we're in the
Yeah.
same boat.
Yeah, by the like the high single digits, around 7 or 8, I think all of us will have our builds properly going.
Well, I'm not going for
A
total
specific build.
DPS. I'm going for kind of a interesting kind of magic build.
Yeah,
So
I'm going
I could be a wizard.
Yeah, I enjoy fear because it is a very good debuff. It makes if you can get a good fear build, enemies are not affecting the party.
All right.
Yeah.
Like you
Drum
may have
roll,
noticed,
please.
I am not very good at actually hurting people, but I plan to be very good at making sure that other people can hurt them.
Congratulations, gentlemen.
So should
Level
we start
3?
planning?
Yeah,
Oh.
I would start planning.
Well,
Yep.
Oh,
Level
boy.
3, 5239.
Will we
Oh,
start
boy.
the next session with the mechanics leveling, or will you have the room open for us?
Let's
to do it
assume you guys back out and
Yes.
rest.
Days rest.
Yeah. And
I would like a day's rest. I still have a point of con damage.
do you want me to leave the room open? You guys can level now, or do you want me to? We'll just do the
No.
level up next time.
No,
I like.
I'll do
Yeah.
it.
I'd personally like to do it now, but I'll do whatever the party does.
Okay.
I like to spend 2 weeks just playing with Hero Lab. So
All right. Yeah, that's no problem.
Is it possible to open it like 20 minutes early or something so we
Yeah,
can knock it out?
I'm pretty
with it
sure I'll be
before
able to.
start time?
I'm on holidays that week, so I should be okay to. A lot of times on the Monday I'm working till 7, which is why we started at 8:30. But that week I'm pretty sure I'm off work. So
yeah, my Canadian brethren are getting 2 weeks off for Easter, which is crazy.
that's crazy. I take
To
it.
us in the
I get
States,
another
we get.
spell.
Yeah, I take it off just for the sake of taking it off. I used to be. I used to like to take off the first couple weeks of the baseball season,
Yeah.
which is starting in 2 days, 3 days.
Did you watch the final for the World Baseball Classic?
I didn't see the whole game. I watched the.
Last at bat?
I did.
So
Yeah, I
the
just.
whole game is summed up in the